Hi, this is Ashley, and today we are in historic Shepherdstown, West Virginia. Originally, the name was Mecklenburg. It was established in the 1730s. It's supposed to be one of the most historic and haunted towns in the state of West Virginia. I don't really know. But if you look right up there at the clock tower in that window, there is a ghost story about a man. Late at night, you can look up and see a man looking out the window. But he only comes out when he's alone because he likes to be alone. This town was featured on the Travel Channel. You might have seen it, The Ghost of Shepherdstown. That's where we are. This whole town, all of these buildings was used as a Civil War hospital. The buildings were kind of just literally made into hospitals, which is why they say this is a haunted town. Sweet Shop Bakery is one of those. It was also featured on The Ghost of Shepherdstown. They were saying some weird paranormal stuff was happening in all these places around town, and literally it was not actually happening. I know because this place is my alma mater, and there's nothing haunted about this house, about this town. Let me restart my sentence. There's nothing haunted about this town, I'm telling you. But if you are into like haunted stuff, they do offer ghost walks here. This is about 90 minutes outside of Washington, D.C. So if you're visiting local Harper's Ferry or local Antietam, I wouldn't really say come here just to visit Shepherdstown because there's honestly not a lot to do. But it really is a beautiful little town if you are in the area. In my days going to Shepherd University, I used to be able to hop up on these things. Oh. I still got it. Okay.
And
I made it up here on the wall. Yeah. I am surprised that I was still able to do that because I am not as young as I used to be. But we used to hang here along this wall, just hang out, chit chat, have some food from the sweet shop or any of the local restaurants around this beautiful little town. And there is the historic public library. It is very tiny, as you can see, but they do have really nice books and children's area upstairs. It's a really cute little library. And there's the walking streets. My walkability score on this is going to be 7 out of 10. It's pretty flat unless you're like exploring the actual Shepherd University campus. This was originally a teacher's college, as you can see on that sign. It was established in the late 1800s. In the late 90s or early 2000s, I can't remember, it was turned into an actual university. So this is the little house. It was built in 1929. It was dedicated to an education professor. It doesn't really look like much, and I think it kind of gets overlooked a lot of times, but it is really cute. You can actually go inside when it's open. It's not open today, but if you look through the windows, they have a little setup with a table and some teaware and books, and it's just really cute. Like I said, I think it gets overlooked a lot. But it is pretty cute to see, especially when it's opened up. But school's in today, so it's not open for that purpose. And here's just a little stream that runs through the town. Quite pretty and very relaxing. So here we are still in Shepherdstown at the historic Rumsey Monument. It is a cute little park right along the Potomac River. The Potomac River runs all the way to Washington, D.C. And over there is a train bridge, and it is still in use. As you can see, it is a bit of a hike up here, so if you are physically disabled, I wouldn't really recommend it. You can see it just as pretty from down here than you can up there. But if you do go up here, it's a very pretty view. So as you can see, the Rumsey Monument is quite a tall structure. Look at the beautiful view from up here. I am a little out of breath because that is a bit of a difficult hike up the steps, but it is worth it. If you're wondering what the Rumsey Monument is, this was dedicated to James Rumsey, who, if you do not know, was the inventor of the steamboat, and it had its first successful run in the late 1700s right here on the Potomac River in Shepherdstown, West Virginia. And you can see the Potomac River going all the way down there. Like I said, it runs into Washington, D.C. As I would not honestly recommend you just take a special day trip here unless you're into like a lot of history and ghost walks. But if you are visiting the area, Harper's Ferry, Charlestown, Antietam, I do recommend you at least stop in and visit Shepherdstown. Our last stop of the day in Shepherdstown brings us to the beautiful Bavarian Inn, which is right along the Potomac River, right on the border of West Virginia and Maryland. It is Bavarian themed, very, very beautiful. And there is where you would check in, and the restaurant, if you can afford it. The food's really like super good, but super expensive. As you can see, if you stay in one of these fancy rooms, you have a beautiful view of the Potomac River bridge that takes you across to Sharpsburg, Maryland, where we were last week at Antietam National Battlefield. Also, if you are a hiker or biker, there is a C&O Canal towpath that's across the bridge that you can access. You can hike and bike for miles. Hey guys, thanks so much for joining me today visiting our alma mater, Shepherd University in beautiful Shepherdstown, West Virginia. Ooh, and my hair is going everywhere. See you next time. This whole town was used during the Civil War as a Confederate soldier hospital. Well, I guess just the Civil War. Ugh. I need to do that over again. Hey guys, thanks so much for visiting with me today.